We got Kurtis on set a little early tonight to have a little fun. Okay, Kurtis, we're going to talk a little bit about our brackets tonight. Why not? Let's dive right in. And we've got some remaining teams left, but this is a lot of bragging rights on the line. The winner gets a day off.
The winner does get a day off.
I know.
We stepped it up in the pool. My final 4 teams left. I've got Duke, UCLA, Kansas still alive. Kansas is, of course, my national champion, unlike you.
Yeah, I know it. And UCLA's playing right now, so both of us hang in the balance there. And my national champion is not around any longer. Biggest personal disappointments for me, that was when Noel Cahow said no to going to the Sadie Hawkins dance with me in 6th grade. But if you're talking about this tournament, it's Gonzaga. The team that was in the national championship game last year, I thought they'd be back on a mission this year. They lose to Arkansas.
I think Kentucky's the biggest disappointment, losing to a 15 seed in St. Peter's. But my biggest personal, my biggest surprise in this tournament, obviously we're not going to go with St. Peter's because that's the easy one. I'm going with Iowa State. Iowa State playing poorly down the stretch. I didn't see the Sweet 16 running.
No, and Miami, the 10th seed, playing them now for the right to go play Kansas and lose to them.
And yeah.
Or you got sports coming up.
We got sports next. For the first time in NCAA tournament history, a number 15 seed has advanced to the Elite Eight final from Philadelphia. St. Peter's 67, Purdue 64. The Peacocks will play either UCLA or North Carolina for a trip to the Final Four on Sunday. Baylor guard L.J. Cryer has had surgery to repair stress fractures in both of his feet after they kept him out of 13 of Baylor's final 14 games this season. Cryer made the announcement today on social media saying he's confident he'll be able to return in time for the opening of the 2022-23 season in November. Cryer finished the season tied for second in scoring average for the Bears. Conference play has finally arrived in the Big 12 Conference softball world. Baylor looking to take a step forward and prove a point as it hits the road. It's getting written off entering the weekend, though, as it heads to unbeaten reigning national champion Oklahoma to become just the second team to play them in Norman this season. Sooners haven't allowed a first-inning run all season. You see where that's going. Wild pitch on a 1-2 count. Aaliyah Binford swings and misses. Doesn't matter. Mackenzie Wilson trots home. Binford safe on first. Baylor is up 1-0. That poked the Bear, or the Sooner that is. Bottom half, Jocelyn Allo with one that flies back across the state line. A 2-run shot. Sooners up 2-1. A couple batters later, Lindsey Elam hits one so hard it leaves a vapor trail behind it to straightaway center. 3-1 Sooners lead at that point. Bottom of the third, it's 4-1 with the bases full of Sooners, and Tiare Jennings, the grand slam puts OU up by 7 at that point. Sooners win 9-1. Game 2 is tomorrow. Baseball in Norman for OU's Big 12 opener this weekend. First inning, Jack Pineda showing off the arm strength. Da-na-na. The web gem ends the inning. We're still scoreless into the second. Top of the second. 1-0 Bears. Pineda doing it with the bat too. A hopper to center field. That scores Esteban Cardoza Oquendo. That puts Bears up 2-0. Same score, bottom second. Now Trent Brown puts the home team on the board. A missile to left field. That makes it 2-1 Baylor as the Sooners get going. Bottom of the third, it's still 2-1. Max McGuire changes that. A solo shot to left center, and it ties it at 2. Sooners win at 5-3. Game 2 is tomorrow. High school baseball tonight, Rogers hosting Rockdale in District 19 3A action as the Eagles are off to a hot start. Top of the first, Riley Dolgener hands Mario Casares a called strike 3 to end the inning, and we're still scoreless. To the bottom half we go. Lucas Guzman here with a base knock to right field. That advances the runner to second, and the Eagles are knocking on the door later in the inning. Blaine Holscher, a hard grounder to the left side. It gets through. Jackson Landeris scores from second. 1-0 Eagles after 1. Rogers wins it 11-1 the final in 5. We've reached the end of the first week of spring football at Baylor, and the Bears still appear to be operating with Gary Bohannon as the clubhouse leader for the QB1 job. But after the way the season ended in 2021, with Shapen leading the Bears into the Big 12 title game and leading them to a Big 12 championship, then Bohannon leading the Sugar Bowl win, the pair are handling the competition very maturely apparently, which quarterbacks coach Sean Bell says is the most impressive part of it yet.
probably more proud of how they handled themselves. You know, to have Blake sitting in the waist, you know, sitting with his waiting on his opportunity and being ready when his name was called. Gary, when he gets hurt and he's not sulking, he's supporting Blake, and it's probably one of the neatest things I've seen in my time of coaching, of two guys that were selfless and gave everything to the team, and didn't matter who was back there under center, they were supporting each other. And
they hope to have a starter named by the end of the spring. Spring game scheduled for April 23rd in Waco. That's it for Sports 6 News at 10. We'll be right back.